Welcome to Master Trader, where you learn simple market analysis to make money trading and investing in the markets. I'm Dan Gibby, and in this weekly chart of the week, I'm going to show you the setups and how we scan for compelling setups and the way the markets closed last week. There are numerous what we call bullish 1, 2, 3 continuation patterns to trade stocks and options on, and they're actionable. I'm going to show you every single one and apply them to our approach for finding high probability setups. All 9 of these little simple red and green candlesticks are bullish setups in and of themselves on whatever time frame they are on. And then the Master Trader technical approach is we take that compelling setup and we see where it is in connection with the overall trend, up, down, or sideways. Is it on support or resistance? What do multiple time frames tell us? Is it showing relative strength or weakness? What are the broader markets are doing? And then we simply enter it on the time frame that we're trading and manage in between per our trading plan. Now the setup that there's so many of them right now is called the bullish 1, 2, 3 continuation. Now, I'm going to show you these again every time you hear Greg, my partner Greg, or me review a chart. You're going to hear us talk about all those other concepts that make up the overall approach. And I'm going to do that with you live to show you which one of these that we like. So we are going to find this exact setup. It's this simple. It's a wide range fat green bar with little or no tails. 1 or more inside bars, you buy over the high, stop under the low until it gets altitude, and then you can go into a tighter trail mode. Now we're going to see these in downtrends. We're going to see them as part of a bottoming process, a W bottom. We're going to see them as a V Victor bottom. We might see them as a 2-bar breakdown failure. We might see them as a breakout. And we might see them as just a continuation pattern in an uptrend. So this is what I'm going to show you. We scan using Telechart 2000. It's an amazing tool that we use on all time frames. We use it on the weekend, which I'm going to show you now. I'm scanning daily 1, 2, 3 continuations. We use this with amazing accuracy during the live market, finding gap trades, reversals, these same 1, 2, 3s, and then you just use this and look for the patterns that you're looking for in accordance with your trading plan. To see us trade our approach in real time, go to mastertrader.com/green trial. Take a no-brainer $7 trial to our green trading room, where Greg and I are interacting with subscribers all day long, starting at 9 a.m. pre-market with market review, with our hit list for the day, for day and swing trading, and then we scan together like this, looking for trading opportunity. So let's pull up TC 2000. So this is it. Let's see, I'll just move this over. All right, so I'm going to show you just the daily and the weekly chart. Daily on the top, weekly on the bottom. And let me start. Well, here are the spiders. So this last Thursday was an amazing gap reversal. Had a bearish gap down on the negative CPI numbers. Had an amazing 5% range from low to high. That's historic. So we were looking for these 1, 2, 3 continuation patterns, which, as I said, here's my wide range bar with little to no tails. I was looking for 1 or more inside bars, and the continuation pattern is buying over the highs. Well, the spiders have a deeper retracement. You just eyeball it. We have the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. And when you see power bars like this, we want the next bars not to retrace greater than 50%, or it puts into question the power suggested by this wide range bar. So the spiders here retrace 50%, which is questionable. It shouldn't have done that. Compare it to the diamonds here. Now the diamonds is not a textbook 1, 2, 3 because it's not an inside day. It actually gapped over Thursday's high, but the retracement is very bullish. So even though it's not a textbook one, this is still a viable setup to trade stocks or options. It's a monster W bottom here on the daily chart. It held the prior low, and it's extended on the weekly chart here after greater than 100% retracement. In right now, the weekend, there are 65 bullish 1, 2, 3 continuations. And this is what we do to look for opportunity. We apply the Master Trader approach, finding the best setups, and then we put them in our advisory letters for our subscribers to trade stocks and options on. So I'm doing that with you live. LRCX, it's in a downtrend. That's a negative right there. Second negative, it's greater than 50% retracement. I have no interest. Adobe, I do have interest. This is a monster potential double bottom with Thursday being my gap down range expansion engulfing bar, and it's an inside bar that held the upper third. That's perfect. So over Thursday's high, that's good to go. Caterpillar, it went further into, it retraced 50% instead of the third that I want. But if it were able to take out the highs, it would be acceptable, but not as good as some others I'm going to show you. STE, that's a 1, 2, 3 monster double bottom. That looks good to go. This is a 1, 2, 3, but as I mentioned to you, we apply those other concepts that make up our method to decide whether to enter the trade or not. And even though this is a nice 1, 2, 3, there's no price void is what we call, meaning look to the left. And where does this stock have room to run? And this one doesn't. You got all of these overlapping bars of resistance, so I have zero interest in that. This one had a nice closing breakout, Chevron, but the retracement is too deep. No interest. Retracement too deep, NUE. But if it were able to trade above these highs, we also use option market, both to buy option as what we call a directional trade and to sell options where we're just calling a short-term bottom. So this actually would be a good candidate if it took out the highs to sell an out-of-the-money put spread under Thursday's low. And then you take that money into your brokerage account, it's yours to keep as long as the stock expires above that short strike price at expiration. COP, a little bit deeper tracement, but I'll put it on a watch list if it's able to get above those highs. XOM, deeper tracement, but I don't like this one because it's also a potential M top. It's at a prior high. Notice how COP is superior setup to XOM. PSX, another bullish one. We also don't like taking 1, 2, 3s that are far from the 20-period moving average. The best ones are from consolidation tight to support. So that's what I don't like about that one, but I'm going to put COP on my watch list. This one's a retest, ARW, so not bad. Notice the weekly chart. It was a climactic buy setup, and it made a new low and closed with a bottoming tail. So that's a good sign. So that's going on my watch list. IFF, it could be the start of a turn, but it's still in a power downtrend. There's just so many better ones. NSIT would have been a beautiful one if it didn't retrace so much, but again, set an alarm. Just set an alarm, a couple 10, 20, 30 cents before the day's high, and then it doesn't hurt if it breaks out, because that one, notice you do have a big price void from a multi-week bottoming pattern. This is a price void. When you have multiple bars lower, there's no congestion or resistance to the left as compared to, look at that Johnson & Johnson I showed you. So if this were to take out the high, it looks like a target of a 90, 92 is totally in the picture there. This one could be the start of something. IPGP, I just think there's better ones to watch. Downtrend, same. SWKS, well, it'd be okay for short term. Again, maybe a put spread under last week's low. This one, Jack, what I like is this was kind of a retest, but it was what we call a breakdown failure. It broke down and closed with a bottoming tail. And then Thursday's bar here was a closing breakout. And that's a beautiful textbook inside red bar that stays in the upper third. In the weekly, I have a buy setup with a reversal bar. So that's definitely on the watch list. This one, power downtrend, MKSI, no interest. MSM, we can find better, but if you want to set an alarm near the day's high. This one, retracement way too deep, no interest. This one, beautiful, DIOD. We had a gap reversal, beautiful inside bar, doesn't trade over the highs. Over that, we have a price void. Look at the volume, that is a beauty. CRUS, it's in a downtrend. Counter trend move would be okay, but I have better. This one's better. NGVT, why is it better? I have my gap reversal engulfing on major support. So this is a monster double bottom. That's good to go over the high. This one, same. Gap reversal to support. Bravo Delta Charlie is the symbol. And inside bar, it's a tad bit greater than the third, but you don't got to be exact. And so that looks like it could head to the 50-period moving average over Friday's high. Downtrend, don't like the weekly closing breakdown. We can find better. VAL, oil services. I like it, but what I don't like is resistance here. COP was better. This is a way too deep retracement. It shouldn't even be on this list, actually. But Greg makes these purposefully a little broad, and then it's our job to do exactly what I'm doing right now, is to go through and cherry pick the best ones, applying our approach. So that one, zero interest, beautiful, BLKB. This is what we call a professional gap breakout. Bullish consolidation that held pretty much the upper 50% of this. Another closing breakout, inside bar, absolute beauty. Don't like this one, CNQ. It is a 1, 2, 3, but look to the left. I got the 200, I got resistance, and I got resistance over here. Zero interest. TNDM. It's really not a 1, 2, 3 because this Thursday bar was not wide enough. See, I'm wanting a wide bar like this, a wide power bar. That's not a wide power bar. And then secondly, a deep retracement, got no interest. This one's better. Papa Bravo Hotel, big bottoming pattern, the 20 MA curled over the high. That looks good. That's not a 1, 2, 3 because it's 100% retracement. Retracement's too deep on FAF, and I don't like the weekly chart and a nasty downtrend. Dow, DOW, looks fantastic. Big W pattern, igniting bar, upper third, 20 MA curled, price void. WHD, it could be a put spread, sell the $40 puts over Thursday's high, but I don't like it as a directional because I got 1, 2, 3 levels of major resistance. Retracement too deep on CPE. AIR, not bad. I think our others are better, and I don't like the weekly as a sell setup. This one's better. Mike Charlie is a 1, 2, 3 over the highs. Looks like 50 MA is a very logical target. Alson, Alpha Lima Sierra November, looks fantastic. Had a closing breakout, inside bar 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's headed to the 200 in alignment with that prior high. Dell Computer, it's a 1, 2, 3, but downtrend daily, weekly. SJI, retracement too deep and no price void. Kohu, it is a 1, 2, 3, not bad. That could be a put spread over Friday's high, put spread under Thursday's low. ACI, Albertsons, it's not a 1, 2, 3 because the bar is not in the upper third. WES, retracement too deep and no price void, don't like that one. Intel's a 1, 2, 3, and this is a good candidate to sell out of the money puts on just because it's also a climactic buy setup on the weekly and monthly chart. It's been beat up so bad, but I would never buy that stock unless you liked it fundamentally for some reason. So I'm noticing the majority of these oil companies, here's another one, Baker Hughes, Bravo Kilo Romeo, are having the deeper retracements. Also don't like that one at a prior high. This is better, ORI, and it had the gap reversal engulfing closing breakout with a price void. That looks like it's headed to 200 or a tad higher, maybe to 24. Charlie Hotel X-Ray. It is a 1, 2, 3, but no price void. Notice that. Another energy stock, closed greater than 50% down. Don't like the weekly. DRQ, another oil stock, greater than 50% down. Same. No interest. No interest. This looks good. CLB. Because Thursday's bar closed at the prior high. Now I have an inside bar. So this one is an energy stock. Now this one, the Thursday closed at resistance, and it is a 1, 2, 3. It looks over Thursday's high. It looks like it'll go through that, but the next area, I don't have the price for it. See all those overlapping bars is where it broke down from, so I don't like that. Retracement too deep and no price void. Another oil company, GPRK, same, too deeper retracement. This looks beautiful. Wow. A big monster W bottom with a 1, 2, 3, and that looks like that would get through that. Now I can imagine some people saying, well, Dan, but you got resistance over here. I know, but it had a climactic, it had a bullish move up, bullish retest, bullish inside bar over Thursday's high. The weight of the evidence with this stabilization on the weekly also says it will go through that. So I'm putting that on my watch list. This is a 1, 2, 3 from another big retest W pattern. That looks great. HCSG. Almost done here with my list. Ford. I have General Motors on my list. Is a tad better than Ford. This one downtrend. Don't like all these overlapping bars. No price void. No price void. Another oil stock. That looks like light volume. NEX, another oil stock. Maybe, I don't know. Still downtrend. That needs more work. RES, another oil. Deep retracement. No price void. Deep, another oil. All right, so that's it on that list. So what I'm going to do now to finish this up. Oh, here's General Motors right here. I'm going to show you the ones that have made it to our advisory letters to trade stocks and options on. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing just for time limitation and so forth. But this one, well, I'll tell you on this one because there's some patterns that I would not trade directionally. But this is it's close enough to a 1, 2, 3. It's not textbook because Friday's high was higher. It wasn't an inside bar. It was a tad higher. But look at this beautiful gap reversal. It's kind of a retest greater than 100% retracement of this down move. Plus, it's at this July low. Look, buyers, 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 buyers. And you can see the weekly chart here also. And so that's why I'm just showing you these charts are a little bit cleaner. So we got a monster retest on the weekly chart also. All right, so Unum, UNM. It's a tad deeper than the third retracement, but close enough for government work. So that's in an uptrend. Notice rising 20, 50, 200. There's not many things that exist in this bear market that have this amazing trend strength and moving average alignment. So that made it to our letter. X-Pro, same, bullish 1, 2, 3, breakout, daily, weekly. Olson, little deeper, and so these things should not trigger if the market continues to be weak, but set alarms, not over the high. You want to be alerted before it makes out the high, so then you can be alerted to it. So AVT, again, monster double bottom. So if it trades over Thursday's high, the weight of the evidence is it's going through that. Transports is the IYT. Monster double bottom with a gap reversal on Thursday over Friday's high. That's a put spread idea. Boeing, again, it's not textbook because it's not an inside bar, but gap reversal, retest pattern with a big price void. Weekly also on support. DIOD, that one looks great. It's a gap retest here, major support. BLKB, beautiful 1, 2, 3, price void. CSX, bottoming pattern, what we call new low plus after climactic buy setup, reversal on the weekly. UNFI, 1, 2, 3. STE, 1, 2, 3, big old W bottom. LUV, an airline stock. It's not a 1, 2, 3 because of the higher bar here, but another big retest pattern. That would be a put spread idea under Thursday's low. Charter, monster double bottom, new low plus, reversal on Thursday, big price void, put spread idea. IP, same, retest pattern, new low plus, igniting reversal bar, price void. General Electric, same, big old retest double pattern, a double bottom. This one's showing quite the relative strength. Had a closing breakdown and didn't retrace anywhere near what the broader market did. 1, 2, 3 from a big old bottoming pattern. And finally Newell. 1, 2, 3, monster W bottom. That looks good to go. Put spread and 1 to 3 day swing trade on a bounce. Hope that helped. That's one of our beautiful patterns, and at times like this, when the markets are setting up because of, again, I'll go back to the Dow here. So this big wide range bar, inside bullish consolidation bar, that's why we're getting so many of these bullish 1, 2, 3 continuation patterns for this week. Take the trial to the green trading room, as I said, and watch us trade these live in real time. As always, email my partner Greg or me, Dan@mastertrader.com, Greg@mastertrader.com. Good trading, and look forward to seeing you in the next review video.